Hey guys, welcome back to Sister's Play Zone. Today we're at the aquarium. So amazing. Ooh, this one's amazing. Why is such a big eyeball? My favorite eyeball. I mean, mine just swam up and scared my mom.
Who's this is coming to?
My name is Allie, and today you are all going to get a behind-the-scenes look on how we care for and train our family of bottlenose dolphins. I have the unique opportunity to work with these dolphins on a daily basis. Now, to get started, we are going to introduce you to some of our amazing dolphins here at Georgia Aquarium. They happen to be the largest dolphins we have here, weighing in at almost 600 pounds. It's Kenobi! Next up, we have a dynamic duo who might make a little bit of a splash on your side of the habitat. Please welcome Pacino and Sydney! Well, now that you have been properly introduced to our dolphins, they will make their way to your side of the habitat. Bottlenose dolphins like what is known as the rostrum. Bottlenose dolphins are mammals just like you and I, meaning they share 5 characteristics in common. First up, bottlenose dolphins are warm-blooded. In fact, they have an average body temperature of about 97.9 degrees Fahrenheit. Next up, they do give live birth. If you happen to look at their bellies, you will see that they do have a belly button. They also happen to nurse their young. Bottlenose dolphins also will breathe air through the blowhole located right on top of their head. Not only do they breathe air from this blowhole, but they also communicate. All of the sounds a dolphin is able to produce is through that blowhole. In fact, they have their own unique clicks and whistles. And the last characteristic of the bottlenose dolphin is they have hair. Yes, believe it or not, they have had hair at some point in their life. If you were to take a close look at their rostrum, you would see tiny hair follicles where whiskers once used to be. Now, bottlenose dolphins do swim in an up and down motion, which is very different.
Dolphins over to say hello. We'll take a few big steps up to the edge. Don't worry, it's only 30 feet down to the bottom. You did say you were a good swimmer, right? Don't worry, we won't be going swimming today. We're gonna get Coquina over here to say hello too. We've got our youngest and our oldest dolphins here. Roxy here is 35 years old and Coquina is 12. So what we're going to do to say hi to them is stick 2 hands up and you're gonna wave. This is Coquina and Roxy. Awesome job. Now that we've gotten to know them a little bit, we're going to get to see Roxy on a closer level. Come on down and give her some rubs right on her back with me. What does she feel like to you? Smooth? I say that's a really good way to describe them. Do you want to know the funniest thing I've ever heard? That someone said that she feels like a wet hot dog. Do you think that that's true? Kind of? I think it's pretty accurate. All right, now Juan, do you have any idea what you want to be when you grow up? You want to be in the army? That's really cool. That is awesome. Now, I don't know a lot about that, but I do know a lot about dolphin training. So what do you say we practice some of our dolphin training skills today? Sound pretty good? All right, now our dolphins are really good at following what you do and copying you. And Coquina is just learning all these things since she is our youngest. But if you spin in a circle, what do you think she's going to do if she copies you? All right, get a little bit closer to her and go ahead and spin in a circle for me. Check her out. That was awesome. She has some cool dance moves to show you. Now she spun when you spun. What do you think she's gonna do if you jump up and down? Do you think she's gonna jump? I think that's a good guess. Go ahead and try it out for me. Uh-oh. She is not splashing. No, she is trying to get you wet. Go ahead and get your hands in the water and splash Coquina on back. Go ahead and get it good. Now, Juan, I kind of lied to you. A splash contest with a dolphin is never a contest that you're going to win. But since we've got you looking a lot more like a dolphin trainer, we're going to have you feed Roxy like a dolphin trainer as well. So I'm going to get you some restaurant quality fish. Our dolphins eat pretty good here. Get a little bit closer with me and go ahead and take this fish and throw it right on into Roxy's mouth. Awesome job, you're a natural. You can give her a couple more. Very good. Check it out, I think they have a dolphin-style goodbye plan for you today. Let's hear it for Coquina and Roxy for helping us out today. And an even bigger round of applause for our newest dolphin trainer, Juan.
I've been here for a few years, enter the water, and do what we call mimic behaviors, which is when we ask a behavior, they mimic the same thing. So right now, we're gonna watch Rebecca and Carly in the water build those relationships. to tuned up. We hope you enjoyed this unique opportunity to see how we care for and train our bottlenose dolphins. Thank you all so much for joining us here today, and enjoy the rest of your day right here at Georgia Aquarium. Bye, everybody.
That's it.
Guys, I think we're about to go there. Cold water test.
is Team Sappy. Good afternoon, y'all. My name is Gail, and last but certainly never least, I am on Team Katie. Now that you've all been introduced, let's give it up for all of our Sea Lion stars.
Just like her name suggests, she is the sortest Georgia peach. And she gets that name because of her rosy red undertones. Peaches and I are going to be playing for sustainable fishing practices, because the better we are with our fishing, the more food will be available for sea lions like Peaches and all of her marine friends.
Next up, on the opposite side of the pool, this is 17-year-old Katie. She is the oldest female sea lion that calls the studios home, which makes her the matriarch or the boss around here. Today, Katie and I are playing to support ocean ecological research. The more that we know about our world's oceans, the more we can do to protect and preserve them for generations to come.
Last but certainly not least, on the middle rock, we have Team Sappy. Now, Sappy's playing for marine mammal rescue and rehabilitation, a cause that is near and dear to her heart as her dad is a rescued sea lion. I know I can speak for my fellow competitors when I say we are so excited to be competing here today, as these girls serve as ambassadors for their species at their home, Georgia Aquarium.
As our sea lions make their way back to the stage, it's time for our first thrilling round to begin. Brain Blast!
Question 1.
How many pounds of food do sea lions eat in a day?
We're starting with a bit of a trick question, but it's not going to fool Peaches and I, because that answer depends on how big your sea lion is, because they'll eat anywhere between 5 to 8% of their body weight. So that means Peaches here is eating around 10 pounds of fish every single day. Now, sea lions have a lot of different adaptations to help them catch all of those fast-moving fish, including a mouthful of very sharp teeth. But they also have a very long and flexible neck. Not only can our sea lions move their heads from side to side, they are so flexible they can touch their nose all the way back to their spine.
Question 2.
These ocean lovers over here, they have a question. How strong are sea lion flippers really?
Sea lion flippers? They're not that strong.
All right, Peaches, let's see if we can go 2 for 2. Sea lion flippers are the strongest part of their whole body. Now, sea lions use those strong front flippers to propel themselves through the water, moving at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour.
Question 3.
What are two key differences between a seal and a sea lion?
Okay, Katie, I know. I got that one wrong, so why don't you tell me the answer to this one? Okay, she said it's their ears and their hips. Okay, yeah, you're better at this game than I am. If you take a look at the side of a sea lion's head, you're going to see a small external ear flap called pinnae, while seals just have a pin-sized hole about an inch behind their eye that goes straight into their ear canal. But the easier way to tell them apart is to watch how they move on land. Sea lions have a rotating hip bone. This allows them to walk on all fours going forwards, but it's even better for taking things in reverse. Seals, on the other hand, have a fused hip, so when they move along the ground, it looks a bit more like this.
Question 4.
These guests are wondering, is there anything sea lions have to worry about?
All right, it is time for us to really join this competition because Sappy has been working on her best impression of her #1 predator. So when you guys know what she is, shout it out. Come on, I know y'all can be louder than that. That is right, she's a shark. Great job, everybody.
That was the final riveting question thing. Now, line shuffle.
for the most important part of our show, where you all decide our winner. So let's give it up for Team Peaches. All right, everybody.
Display. And now, after careful consideration, yes! Congratulations! And remember, we are all winners when we support the ocean and our shared ecosystem. Oh! Now let's see what musical selection you've all voted on for our big finale!